man, big salute to all of my veterans out here. Big shout out to all of my subscribers, man. Like I tell you guys, I can't go a video without showing my appreciation. So, man, before I roll off into this quick content, man, I'm going to tell you guys like this. You don't want to be in control of your own life. You want somebody else to control you, right? And I'm pretty sure you do. We was all born into this world basically prisoners. We was all conditioned to always depend on somebody from birth. I'm telling y'all, man, the way I gotta be a father with my kids, they gotta become independent fast. They gotta grow up fast. Manney, you don't want your kids to grow up fast. You want them to remain kids. It's fucking inevitable. They're going to be kids. But I'm going to basically make sure that I introduce them and expose them to being independent at an early age. You don't want to depend on nobody in this fucking world. And I mean nobody. I'm talking about it's 10 and 11 and 12-year-olders out here right now, guaranteed, that's on their own. We don't know nobody's life in this world. We don't know what other people got going on, but I can guarantee you there is a 10-year-old, 11 or 12, definitely 13 out here on their own. They ain't got no fucking parents. They had to learn early in their life. Maybe somebody watching this video can attest to that. You can't depend on nobody in this world. You got to gain your independence early. You don't want to depend on your parents. You don't want to depend on that 9-to-5 job. I'm telling you, we was all born prisoners in this world. It's all about when you gonna liberate yourself. Sometimes it's going to take people until they 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, maybe the day before they die, to really figure out what I'm talking about right now and liberate yourself, liberate your mind, set yourself free out here. Because I'm telling you, the more you depend on people in this world, and the more you expect shit out of people in this world, the more you're going to be disappointed in the world, but most importantly, in yourself. Don't be disappointed in yourself. See, a lot of people are disappointed in themselves, but they're going to blame it on other people in this world. Just be disappointed in yourself. It's time to liberate your mind and yourself. Man, let's get it. Big salute to my mentee, man. About a month ago, my mentee secured an actual dedicated load leaving from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, going down to Washington, D.C. That's paying $8,500, man, in a box truck, you know. So anyway, my mentee is driving this box truck himself too. My mentee went from making about $700 a week working at his 9-to-5 job, and now my mentee is seeing thousands of dollars a week in net profit working for himself. So basically my mentee is going from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania down to Washington, D.C. daily, and he's driving about 250 miles one way. So round trip, of course, that's going to be about 500 miles round trip. And the time it's taking him to get one way is about 4.5 hours. So now we're looking at about 9 to 10 hours total of drive time a day. So every day he's going to pretty much max out his ELD, you know, too. You know, so he's putting in pretty much a full days of work. But now he's seeing more money by driving this box truck than working at his 9-to-5 job. So his whole goal is not to be a driver forever. He's just getting out here hustling right now, making this $8,500 every week. Then eventually he's going to put somebody in his truck because he already started his dispatching company and his freight brokerage just went active too. So now he wants to focus in on dispatching owner-operators, also leasing them onto his company. But most importantly, he started that freight brokerage, which he's going to cut the middleman out. So real quick, man, I just wanted to tell you guys, break it down real quick on how he even acquired pretty much this $8,500 dedicated load going from Pittsburgh to Washington, D.C. So what did he have to do starting out? We like to call it cold calling. So if you guys want to acquire these direct shippers out here, this is what I've been getting a whole lot. Hey, Manney, man, I'm trying to acquire some direct shippers. How do I go about it? Well, you have to get in contact with those shippers. So how do you get in contact with them? You have to be cold calling them. You guys could get on Google all day and look for shippers and manufacturers in your area, and you guys got to start cold calling them to see if they need, if they have a need for your box truck or for your semi truck or whatever you have at that time. Call them up on the phone right now. Let them know, hey, I have a trucking company. I have a 26-foot box truck. Do you guys have any use for this box truck? You know, can we get this box truck basically on a dedicated route? So you guys got to start cold calling. This is where a lot of people fail at. A lot of people in this world fail in business because they are scared to go out and pretty much talk to people. You know, you got to start cold calling. And this is the way you're going to acquire some direct shippers. And especially being a box truck, you don't want to be running off the load board. The load board is not going to produce a lot of loads for box trucks. You guys got to start acquiring these direct shippers by cold calling. But most importantly, you guys got to start doing your research out here. So my mentee is able to see $8,500 right now, gross pay, putting in pretty much a day's full of work, of course, making way more money than he was making at his 9-to-5 job. Started his dispatching company. Now he's looking for owner-operators to lease onto his trucking company, and his freight brokerage went active. So now he has cut the middleman out in all different areas out here. He's going to see a good amount of that $8,500 because he's driving a truck himself too. So right now, he's about to stack up that bank account. He's going to hire a driver to start driving this box truck to continue to run this Pittsburgh to Washington, D.C. route, because as of right now, just as long as he keep running and he's pretty much completing these loads, he's going to have this basically direct shipper only as long as that direct shipper has the freight, you know, too. Because that's one thing about acquiring direct shippers. You still have to understand that the freight that they're giving you, you know, is coming from what is ever being, you know, manufactured and being produced, you know. So sometimes there's freight that's going to be seasonal. There's going to be sometimes when the production just slows down. But as of right now, he's on a dedicated route for $8,500 every week. Man, if you guys have any questions, hit me on my text message, 317-953-8943. Go visit my website, www.extraordinarymovement.com. Go get you 30-day free trial with DAT. Go sign up with TAFS, Transcend Financial Services, if you guys are looking for a factoring service. Also, if you guys are freight brokers looking for a factoring service, go sign up with Axel Payments. Everything in the description box below. Let's get it.
CEO, commit, execute, and be obsessed. Everybody be great out there.
CEO, commit, execute, and be obsessed. Everybody be great out there.